Turns out, bludgeoning someone with a big stick is illegal. I mean, how was I supposed to know that? Okay, Chris Brown, I get it. Okay, I was also tired of hearing the song Umbrella by Rihanna on the radio, but you don't bitch slap her for it. Or do you? Maybe Chris Brown's onto something. Or he's a worthless piece of shit. You don't hit a woman unless she carves her name into your back with a razor blade. And her name is not like Anne, or an initial, which is why you don't mix vodka, pills, and, you know, weird women together. Honestly, I didn't even remember who Chris Brown was. I was like, oh, it's the black guy that dances really well. Which, in fact, doesn't narrow it down at all. I mean, by that description, I was worried Rihanna was beaten down by, like, the 5 black dudes that hump furniture to music. I was like, she never saw it coming. Did you know those guys actually had an agent? Who was calling that agent going, okay, I need those dudes that hump furniture at my bar mitzvah. Yeah, it's the only thing we're missing. Yeah, Zac Efron backed out. We need those dudes. Chris Brown allegedly beat down Rihanna and is possibly facing up to 9 years in jail. Turned himself in, made bail, and it's interesting to see where this is gonna go. In other news, the state of Maryland made a funny commercial about taxes. Yay! That's like making a funny commercial about rape. Because no matter how funny or amazing something is, I'm not gonna crack a smile during tax season. Because no matter how much I laugh, I'm going to have to pay you $1,000. I've always wondered how much freedom cost. And it's a few civil liberties and dollars. It's very surprising to me that the United States of America has not moved on to a fair tax, a consumption tax. I mean, I literally talked to 3 people and they're like, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to tax season. I'm getting $300 back. Do you have any idea what withholding tax is? You know all that money they take out of your check? That should be yours. You're not getting money back. You're just paying them a little less. To quickly explain consumption tax, let's talk about my dad's paycheck in New York. Back in the day, he was in New York, he was a construction worker. Let's say he pulled a $1,000 paycheck. That's before taxes. After city, state, and federal taxes in New York, 50% of it's gone. Out of a $1,000 paycheck, you only get $500. So you have that $500 and you spend it. And you can't even get $500 worth of stuff. You can only get $400-something worth of stuff plus tax. But let's say you just have a strict consumption tax, like 32% when you buy something. Out of your $1,000 paycheck, you get $1,000. I get to keep the money I worked for? That's awesome. Yes, it is, Timmy. And let's say you're not even smart with your $1,000 paycheck. You take that $1,000 and you go, I'm gonna spend this. You go to the store, you go online, you can buy $750 worth of products, roughly, before you spend your $1,000. Meaning compared to the other taxes, you spend $250 plus more dollars with your paycheck. I know some of you are thinking, isn't that just a lower tax? No, because it's not based on paychecks. It's based on consumption. So now you're able to tax all those illegal aliens that get paid cash under the table. Because they have to eat, they have to buy stuff, and then you solve that crazy problem of properly taxing the internet. And when people have more money, they buy stuff, and those people that made those things will still have jobs. I mean, don't get me wrong, okay? I sometimes love the economy, like the fact that I had to be rushed to the hospital, and I was like, okay, sweet, no one's here, because no one can afford it. So I got treated within like 45 minutes, just so I could pay $5,000 for them to tell me, okay, so you have a kidney stone. It's probably gonna hurt like shit, but here's some medicine that you have to buy. I need to marry a Canadian. Like, I'll have my girlfriend here, and then I'll just have a loveless, just purely for medicine marriage to a Canadian, if anyone wants to do that for me. But America and other countries that trickle in to watch the show, we have to do one good thing today. We have to talk about those crazy fires happening in Australia. I think right now, as I'm making the video, the count is 170 dead, so many homes burned. It's crazy. That's why if you can, I will hope that you can follow my example of either spreading the message or donating what you can to redcross.org.au to help those in Australia. So many people are being left without homes, and it's terrible. As of right now, the Prime Minister of Australia said that it looks like it was arsons that started the fire. And the only way to describe what's happening is mass murder. So I know times are hard, so I'm not saying donate everything. But if you can pass on the words to those that can, I'm sure you can help. Enough niceness, we gotta go to Monday's douchebag of the day. Because how could you start a week off without persecuting someone for being stupid? The reason this guy's our douchebag of the day is because I forgot that you could sue someone else for you being a moron. This guy was at a Marriott hotel, drank himself stupid, wanted to go to the bathroom, and fell down some stairs. Now he has brain damage. And he's suing Marriott for serving him that much alcohol. Now I understand, there's some responsibility for the bartender. Definitely. But how is the bartender supposed to know that he was going to take the stairs and fall? It's like your friend borrowing your car, crashing it into a tree, and then suing you for letting him borrow your car. Like, people that stupid should come with like a sign with a warning on it. Like, I am a moron. Do not trust me. Guys, I guess you have 2 questions of the day today. What do you think about fair tax? And do you think the guy that fell down the stairs should get the money? Oh, and guys, today I included links to stories in the sidebar that I did not mention in the video today, like that some people say that the world is going to end on Friday. Guys, I think that's all the stories for this Monday, February 9th, 2009. All the links to the stories in the sidebar. My name's Philip DeFranco, and you've just been filled in.
Stay tuned for Philly news. Hear what Phil has to say. sense. Any douchebag of the day.